There's a new drug in town called zombie drug, and it has deadly consequences. Xylazine was developed in 1962 as an anesthetic for veterinary procedures. Trials in humans were shut down because the drug led to respiratory depression and low blood pressure. Approved 50 years ago by the FDA as a veterinarian-prescribed analgesic, it is not listed as a controlled substance for animals or humans and so is not subject to strict monitoring. Thus, it has not been on the radar of federal law enforcement for diversion or abuse. Its use as an addictive substitute for heroin most likely started in the 2000s. It is administered by veterinarians as a tranquilizer for animals like horses, but it is not meant for human use. Yet, drug dealers are mixing it into other drugs including meth, cocaine, and phenytoin to prolong the short powerful high of phenytoin. Xylazine can be snorted, injected or smoked. The combination is deadly, slowing one's heart to cardiac arrest and skin lesions that do not heal and can lead to amputations. Xylazine, also known as tranq and tranq dope, is wreaking havoc with its devastating effects. People get hooked on the zombifying drug. Tranq is being found across all segments of society since it has been mixed in with all kinds of illegal drugs. Xylazine has been found in 25% of drug samples. Xylazine is infiltrating street drugs, deepening addiction and baffling law enforcement. The substance, which seemed to first appear in Philadelphia before migrating west to San Francisco and Los Angeles, was used for cutting heroin, but recently it has been discovered in phenytoin and other illicit drugs. It has spread rapidly across America and is now present in 36 states and Washington, D.C. The FDA announced a crackdown on it entering the U.S. for illicit purposes, mainly from Chinese suppliers, in February. Xylazine can easily be bought online from Chinese suppliers in both liquid and powder form and at cheap prices. It's too late for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's supply is saturated. As the COVID-19 pandemic descended in 2020, Xylazine stormed Philadelphia. 90% of lab-tested dope samples from 2021 contained xylazine, which can increase the risk of overdose when combined with other illicit substances. New York City Department of Health reported that 2,668 New Yorkers died of overdoses in 2021. Experts warn that xylazine could worsen the ongoing drug epidemic. We're already amid the worst overdose crisis in history. Experts said tools will have to be developed to help get control over the plight of addiction. It induces a blackout stupor for hours, rendering users vulnerable to rape and robbery. It can literally rot the user's skin. Xylazine causes sedative-like symptoms, such as excessive sleepiness and respiratory depression, as well as raw wounds that can become severe and spread rapidly with repeated exposure. The crusty, blackened tissue ulcerations, which can become dead skin called eschar, can result in amputation if left untreated. While approved by the Food and Drug Administration for veterinary use, xylazine, a non-opioid, is not safe for humans. Reversing an overdose where xylazine was involved is tricky, and those who overdose on the drug do not respond to Narcan, the most common overdose reversal treatment. Narcan, which reverses phenytoin overdoses, but Narcan does not work on xylazine. Desperate rescuers may try a second or third dose. But too much naloxone can put someone into withdrawal, vomiting and writhing. Hospitals and many state medical examiners don't test for it, so its spread is yet not fully gauged. There is no medical protocol yet for managing it. Clinics are struggling to treat some of the wounds. Avoid xylazine. Don't be a zombie. We are great as humans.